Well, welcome back to Base Camp, WNC. This is one of these wintertime projects I've been working on and off for quite a while. This is a massive firewood storage facility here. They have a outdoor wood boiler, and this has been a project they've been trying to work on for quite a while. If you look there, you'll see a slab. They poured, I guess, when the furnace went in, and then they poured this 16 by 20 slab, but never got the building up. So what this will do is, basically they'll have about 17 cords of wood, which would give them 3 years of firewood stored up. So between what this has, this side here, they're cutting and stacking it now. They have all this out here yet to move in, and they're cutting some, but they have massive side there, one there. We even got, probably can't tell too much in the daytime, but we got 3 LED lights here on a switch. So when they come out at night, they don't have to have a flashlight in their hand to try to load it. Little old solar light so they can see it's going to be put up, but we got a mailbox here so they keep their torch and their matches in to light it. We've tried to think of everything. This little area here is going to get a kindling box made so they can keep kindling right here. I'm trying to get everything stored in, but then we added this little piece out here, and this just came out about 6 foot on the poles. This will be another wood storage area here. This third bay is built. We're going to put, this is so the log splitter can be kept in here off season. It'll be in out of the weather. Got a shelf to put gas cans, oil on. I've already got the grease gun, paintbrush to oil, keep the grease slide around on the slide. Got that all sitting there. So about the only other thing left I can really come up with is some rain gutter. So I don't know if that'll be all that important. The only way we could really do it is collect it, put it in the ground and run it out of the way. But this area here, they're in the presence right now of finish splitting all this up and then start moving wood in for next year to be cut and just keep piling it up. But let me take you on for the build, and I'll show you what it took to do it. Now, I started filming this before I tried to get real technical with building to help people out, so this one might not be as explained as much as some people would like, but this was what I got done. Well, it's a nice brisk day here below freezing in western North Carolina. This is between Christmas and New Year's. So we're on this project for these people. This is an outdoor wood boiler, of course, and a pile of wood that gets wet, and tarps that blow off all the time because, as you can see, they got a nice view from here on out. Is nothing. But what we're going to do, we got 4 beams coming in here that are going to be going this way. And being the ground's froze, we're using these post holders on the corner. They are drilled and bolted in to the concrete floor. And as usual, I started filming before I started building before I started filming. But we've got the 4 receptacles here. I got the post braced vertical both directions on that end. One on this end. This is 20 foot wide going this way, 16 foot going front to back. So what we're gonna do is put these 4 up, get all 4 posts lined up here for our height. This will be the low end. It will go up. The higher end will be in the back of the furnace. And once again, I haven't filmed too much. Maybe I'll film the next couple poles. But of course, we got the poles braced. And we're putting 2 of these beams together. They're 2 9 foot something, makes an 18 foot beam. And we are utilizing the holes that came already in the beams for putting the metal building up. So we just went through 2 of the holes and put bolts. And that side over there, we have 2 poles in the middle. We have 1 pole right here, and we mounted the base right here. Got glare on my camera, and we'll put this 4x4 right up here and drill the holes. Okay, so what I'm in the process now is running these 2x4s, of course flat right here, and this will hold the cattle panel from here up to here, and this is what's going to brace it from getting pushed out. Then we'll put another piece maybe and cut the fit up here. But basically I measured this thing out, and there's like 7.5 cord of wood can be on this side, 7.5 on the other side, plus the shed on the other end. So owner will be able to have about 3-4 years of wood at one time. That's their goal. Well, it's been frog strangling and raining last couple days, and it's still raining right now. So I figured I'd get my camera out before I forget it. But these cattle panels are now 50 inches. So from center of board to center of the bottom board is 50 inches. And it holds the panels up. When we get done, we're gonna cut a piece from here up to the roof to fill that hole in. But what we've done is, basically this is gonna be about 2.5 years of firewood. So we have it sitting on treated lumber on a pallet, and then stack the firewood up, figuring in about 2.5 years that the treated lumber will still be there, the pallet will be destroyed. We're using all new pallets, the best we can find, good heavy ones. And we're gonna start, or they're gonna start stacking all this wood up. Well, here's what it looks like. We've got the cattle panel mounted in, and of course we've got to move a bunch of this wood to put the first pallet down to start stacking. But it'll get a treated piece of lumber, a pallet, just like the other side, and then we're gonna stack firewood from there on up to the roof. But what we've done, we've attached it with fence staples, about every 3rd one, all the way down. On the corners, what I did is I took the end boards back down again, put the panel through it, and just cut the wire where this 2x4 was going. So the 16-foot side is, panels are 16 foot, so it's whole. So it goes from here all the way down. I cut this to fit. Of course, it didn't hit to the even bar coming out. So I cut it off, put a staple in, and then bent the wire over so there's no edges sticking out here for anybody to get hung on or get cut or anything. And this way, the side panel and the end panel are nailed securely into the end post, all up and down this whole thing, so we got plenty of bracing. Even though I put these braces all over the place, this wire alone is gonna hold everything from moving. Well, in the process of restacking all this wood, I've got 4 more posts to put in, one here and here to support that beam and the roof coming down, because this is an 8-foot span, 2 over here, so it'll match just like the building. There's going to be 4 posts coming down on every one of the beams. And what I've done, I've got 1-inch material coming down on the top, and I'll show you when I get up on the roof, but it's screwed into the metal beam, and I've got a 2x6 underneath of it bolted down, making a T, because these 2 beams here are 8 foot apart. And we had a boy here that's 270 pounds walking on this thing, and he can't even bend it. So when I get up there, start doing the roof, when it get done, I'll show you some more details on it. Well, we're putting the roof on. It is used metal, so it's various lengths. We still got to cut a piece to come down on the top. But what we've done here, we have these rough cut 1x4s going all the way across from beam to beam, of course. And then we put another piece down here at a right angle, screwed down into it, structurally make a T, because this thing here is a 6-foot span. The one where the chimney pipe is an 8-foot span. you can see me pushing. Nothing moves, nothing bends. In a metal building, these things are about 10 foot apart, so they use these Z channels to put the roof on. So we're cheating using them as a frame. But this is what the roof looks like. We're gonna finish this up before it rains, hopefully, and try to get these top end pieces cut. Well, there it is, built as it is. It's done. Like I said, it'll hold about 3 years of firewood for them. So hopefully you gain something out of this, maybe on a smaller scale. We did use the cattle panel so the air can keep blowing through it instead of putting it in an enclosed building. I should add that in there. But as usual, like it, share it, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you on the next one.